Hey, somebody's here. I can't see who it is. I can only see that there's a person here. Aha. Just you. Okay, so it's I don't have his book anymore. Anyway, um so it's someone with a username from Fold. I've read one of his books for our one of the reviews. Um and I know I liked it because I did a review from it. So, of Perfect Spirit, right? Aha. Yes, I was right. Uh, How was your Memorial Day from Fold? Oh, you read so many books, I don't know how you remember them all. um, well, the books I don't remember well enough because like if I like them, I'll do a review for them. And one of my things is I feel like the mark of a good book is a book that sticks with you after you have finished reading the book. Um and the books I do a review for, most of them do stick with me after I've put the book down. I did recommend a book to somebody. They wanted a book that um they wanted a book that had a motorcycle in it. They wanted like a romance with a motorcycle and some angst. And um I recommended one of the books that I had read. And I told him, I said I couldn't actually remember if there was a motorcycle in the book. There was a muscle car because the muscle car was a prominent feature. It was her father's car, and her father had passed away, so it was the last thing she had of her father. So I remember the muscle car, but I couldn't remember if there was a um, I couldn't remember if there was a motorbike in it or not. Um, I was gonna start reading Butterflies at Blue Hour, but um I'm like I said in one video, I'm doing like multiple reading challenges, and one of the reading challenges I have for May, uh I was supposed to read this book, so I started on this book. So I've taken a pause on the 21 uh connected books. I'll get back to that after I'm done with Secrets at Sunset. And the prompt that she had was um the it was supposed to be a book. Technically, it was supposed to be a book that was already on that you already had. But it was the book that was the last alphabetically. The author was the last alphabetically, and the last alphabetically was Vanessa Woolley for me. So this is the only book I actually have to read for May for that particular reading challenge. Um, so that's what I'm reading. I am currently on, where's my chapter? I couldn't find my bookmark, so I committed the cardinal sin of dog earing the page. So I'm on chapter 10. How many chapters does this have? Does it even say? What are you reading from, Bold? Will I find out? Oh, 59. So I'm on chapter of In Her Shadow by K.L. Hazelnut. For a minute, read that as K.L. Hazelnut. Yeah, I'm on chapter 10 of 59. So, like, all of my bookmarks are scattered. So that far through it. I've been kind of going slow through it because of different things. My husband's getting ready. He's going to be taking off Thursday. Yeah, when tomorrow. He's taking off tomorrow. He'll be out of town for a little bit, so I'm trying to make sure he's got everything he needs. My grandson just graduated, so I was um had to go to that. And then there's just been a number of things. It seems like everything comes at once. Okay. It's like you either have nothing to do or you have everything to do. How is my writing coming along? We don't talk about that. Um, so I I have like three different work in progresses in progress, and um one of them is Katie's story. I still don't have a working title for that one. Um, that's the one where she's got the choice to either be Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus or a Queen of a country. Um, the second one is Race Against Race. It's about a girl named Ruth who decides she's going to run every single race um, in her um, area, and um, what she doesn't realize is some of those races are obstacle courses, and some of them are half marathons and full marathons. Um, And then the other one I'm working on right now is Hannah and the Seven Trials, which is about a girl named Hannah. Uh, she has her 10th birthday, and she wakes up to her 10th on her 10th the morning of her 10th birthday, hearing her mom and dad argue about whether or not to tell her something on her birthday or to wait till the day after. They ultimately decide to wait till the day after, so she decides that if they're not worried about it until the day after, she's not gonna worry about the until the day after, so she goes ahead and does um, her birthday, and they give her this big epic, like, water park birthday, but then the next day, they tell her that the day she was born in the hospital, there was a prophecy that was told and about a kid that was born on her day, on the same day she was, so that they were going to have to. Um, they didn't have the details of the prophecy, but they knew that she would have to go through some like trials and training to prepare for her destiny. They get to the drop off point to send her in, and she realizes there's five other kids because all of them were born on the same day she was at different times, but on the between morning and night, but on the same exact day she was. And so they don't actually know which one of them is the chosen one, so they all have to go through the trials. And that's I'm in the planning stages of pretty much all of them at the moment. Oh no. Actually I'm working on chapter I have got to chapter 3 on Katie's story. I organized my work in progress last week. I only have 5 on the go right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I'm surprised I only have 3 going right now because and as a matter of fact, while I was plotting Hannah and the um 7 trials, I actually had another story come up that I actually don't know that I wouldn't mind co-writing with somebody, but um It's uh kind of got Parent Trap vibes, only the parents are already married. So it these there's these two couples and they adopted a child. They don't realize that the child they adopted was a twin. And so these twin boys um end up uh the twin boys uh end up meeting each other at camp, and they figure out that they are twins early on. And so every year they come to camp and they meet up with each other and they start switching back and forth. So every summer they switch, um, knowing that they're twins, but their parents don't know they're twins. So they're teaching each other about them. And they every summer when they come to camp, they fill each other in on everything that's going on, and then um, go back home, and they keep switching parents just because they can, really. Um, and one year they run into the problem that um one of the parents is going to one of the parents has passed away, and they remarry, and the potential new step parent wants to send the other kid uh uh wants to send tells the dad that, like, you shouldn't be sending them away for the summer. You should be sending them away during the school year. Let them go to boarding school and get a proper education, and then the summer, that's your time to, be with them. That makes no sense because you don't really get any time with them if you're sending them to school and then sending them to camp and everything. And so, yeah, from Fold, that's exactly what happens. Is sometimes they'll come up to something and the parents are like, "Hey, you remember that?" And you're like, No, um, I kind of sort of remember, like, what I like hearing the story. Really? You like hearing that story? You hate that was the worst day of your life. You said it was the worst day of your life. Yeah. uh, that's probably why I repressed the memory. So far all I have is the names of the boys and a vague premise of what's happening. Okay, we got a second person here. I can't see who you are, but by all means, join us in the comments. Announce yourself. Show yourself. Tell us what you're reading. Oh, how was everybody's Memorial Day weekend? I did laundry and mowed the yard. That was mine. I bet they're reading a book. That's what we're here for. Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and get on into the reading sprint. I've got the timer set for 20. I wonder if I should just put I need like a big block or something. That's not tall enough. I saw one YouTuber, they had a like they put a timer in their corner, and I'm not exactly sure how they did that, but that would be cool. Okay. We brought the kids out to the barn for the weekend. Cool, from Bolt. Okay. So let's go ahead and start the reading sprint. We'll do 20 minutes this first sprint, and if anybody wants a longer time or a shorter time, let me know after the time's up. Anybody know how many pages they read? Looks like I got about 9.5. 7. Oh, so what is the book that you're reading about from Fold? Mine is about Kate, a journalist. Um she's from London. She goes to South Africa to do a story on poaching at the reserve. And while she's there, she meets Ryan, a former military man who um, is one of the people who is responsible for keeping the animals safe at the reserve, and she just happens to come on a day when they get a report that there are poachers in their area, and they have the cameras and everything, and so they couldn't see the men's faces, but they went through. One had a gun and two had a machete, and they had some sacks with them. So they immediately rallied and went looking for the poachers. They did not find the poachers, but they did find the rhino that they killed. And so this is when Katie shows up. So now, not only is Katie doing a story on poaching, she's also helping kind of, she's like right there while they're doing an active poaching investigation. And so they're trying to figure out who the poachers are. Give me a minute. My husband is calling me. Hello? What's up? Okay. I am currently doing a live stream with reading sprints. Yep. All right. See you when you get home. Bye. Love you. He's been out helping a friend with some stuff at his property, and he was calling to let me know he's on his way home. Okay. From Fold says a girl raised by her grandfather and doesn't know her parents finds out she's the daughter of the king and needs to take over the throne of the kingdom, or the kingdom will perish. It's got quality humor and action. Ah, nice. Okay, so from Fold, do you want to do another 20 minutes or do you want to do a different time length? We can do shorter, we can do longer. Up to you. I have to get going here, but this was fun. Hopefully I catch the next one. Okay, that's cool too. Um well, it's only you and me for the time being right now. So I think I'll hang out here for a bit and see if anybody else shows up for sprints. And otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and keep on reading. So from Fold, have a good night, and we'll see you another time. Maybe one of these times you and I can co-host a reading sprint. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do another 20 minutes. That sounds amazing. Let's figure that out. All right. I can message you on you can message me on Threads. I've got my messages open. So you can definitely message me on Threads and we can figure things out. well, nobody else has joined, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I will see you guys for another one later down the road. Bye.